Hi, it's me again from India and sending you lots of love. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for your feedback. I'm really happy that some of you are taking the time to watch these videos and get back to me with your advice, with your love. Anything you write me, I'm really open and receiving everything. And I'm very happy to share with you some tips that yoga has on how to relate to people, because we know that it's in our relationships that we can actually put yoga into action. Yoga is not a performance. Yoga is not just a spiritual practice for ourselves. It's a way to prepare ourselves for life. I really don't understand those people that are full-time yogis. I don't think yoga is that. Yoga is a preparation for life. So if you're not doing anything else besides yoga, maybe you're missing something here. Yoga is a way of actively being an agent of change in your life. And how do we do that? Through relationships. So there are four main rules in yoga on how to relate to people. And they have really helped me throughout the years. Some of them I was completely like, what is that? Oh my God, no one taught me this before. And they have really like opened my mind and especially my heart when it comes to people, because people are amazingly unpredictable. Each one of us, unless you have a disciplined spiritual practice, we have all been reactive and we have all hurt others, and that's why it's very important to take responsibility for our emotions, to calm our mind and do our spiritual practice so we can be a better person when we relate to others. So what are these four ways of relating to others? So the first one is friendship. It's friendship towards your friends. It's friendship towards those that are loyal, towards those that are kind to you. It's not friendship to the robber that is coming into your house. No, in that case you need to defend yourself. It's not friendship to anyone unselectively. You have to be very picky, very choosy here. Who is really there for you? Who is really appreciating your work? Who is really giving you nice and honest feedback? Who is there for you? And in the same way, then you are there for them, and you exchange information, or you call each other, or you meet, or you decide to take a travel together, and you actually express your love for them and your gratitude. And that's a beautiful one. I think that's the most beautiful one. We have friends and we have that reciprocity, and no one is taking from anyone, but we're all sharing our love for each other, our respect, and our gratitude for having connected. The second one is feeling compassion for those who are suffering. And in this harsh world, so many people are suffering. Animals are suffering. People that have nothing in their lives are suffering. Politicians are suffering. People in relationships are suffering. So many beaten women right now, especially in the Latin American countries. Oh my God. Well, here in India is amazingly painful. All that suffering, we can relate to their pain from compassion. And compassion is the art of actually feeling empathy and feeling like an awareness of what is happening to them, not just being indifferent. And now that I was in my school in Mysore, it was so beautiful to see some of my friends taking care of the doggies, for example, and some of them were helping the doggies travel to other countries and getting their vaccines. And in those acts of kindness, there is so much love, and for any creature. So whoever you see suffering, if you can be in any way help them, please go ahead and do so. The other night here in Delhi, we were so cold. It was like about 2 or 3 degrees. And we have never felt this cold, like they say, like in 100 years. And we took some of our blankets and we took them to the guards outside because they were freezing. I mean, they didn't have enough protection. And that being there for someone when they are suffering in any way is a way of truly putting the yoga in action. The third way to relate to others is, for me, it was completely new and unknown. When my teacher spoke about this, I was actually like, what? Because I was trained to be super competitive. I was, law school was a competition of grades. I was also trained to go and look for the best job and just to keep climbing in the rat race, and all that mentality of it's me or no one, and knocking someone out of the race, and that was very violent and very painful for me. That's why I didn't really like being a lawyer, because I had to fight and I had to lie and I had to do a lot of things that was not comfortable for me. But anyways, the way is being happy for the success of others. It's so simple. Instead of competing, instead of envying, instead of feeling less because someone else has something beautiful happening in their life, feeling happy. And now I read a lot about all this social media. Why are people, going into depression when they see their friends in Bahamas, or their friend went to India and got married, And actually, when I see my friends doing these trips and everything, now I feel super happy. I feel grateful. Right now I have some of my friends in Mysore with my teacher. You have no idea how happy I am for you. I'm super happy. Every morning when I practice, I think of you in the shala, those of you who are assisting, those of you who are in their first time in Mysore. It's just like, for me, it's a blessing. It's as beautiful as it is as if I was there myself. So this ability to be happy for others people's successes is the way to actually be happy, always. Because there's always going to be someone doing something that we want to do. That's what life is about. And I think we can actually find inspiration in their examples instead of saying rah, 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 rah. The last way to relate, according to the principles of yoga, is being indifferent to those who are a pain in you know where. Those people that live constantly in either anger, in either contempt, in arrogance, in criticism, those people that do not control their emotions, who are perpetually angry, who are perpetually miserable, that whatever they share with the world is full of like this dark, like tar. I don't know how to explain it, and maybe I can explain it because I was one of those people. I remember when I was doing my second series, and I always felt so negative, and that's why second series, they say that it brings out all the debris from your past karmas and everything. That's how I felt. I felt negative, I felt always critical of others, I felt bitter. And I was not a nice person to relate to. Now that I go back and I just see, oh my God, if I could help my students realize that that's all temporary, that is kind of a purification that we go through in the Ashtanga series. And then when third series comes, we are super happy again and open and humble and everything. But going through the second series, and in my school, we have to go through the series for years. It was very hard. But anyways, when we find and we meet someone that is in that state of bitterness, we are not supposed to do anything, try to help them unless they ask for our help. That's different. But we are not saviors of anyone. We can only take responsibility for our own lives. When these people are around us, the best thing is to cultivate indifference. And you see it with the trolls and the haters, and they're always like, nah, 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 nah. I have a magazine in Facebook, it's called Ashtanga Magazine, and I've had it for many years, and many of my students have helped me publish things, and it's been wonderful, but there's always people that want just to attack someone that is creating. So we don't want to be that, and we want to bring to the world an example of yoga in action. We want to be humble, but at the same time we want to relate with boldness to whatever matters to us. We don't want to be these cowards there in the corner expecting everyone else to make the decision. No, we want to be agents of change. And to be able to be agents of change, we need to relate to people, because we live in this world. We cannot isolate ourselves in a cave. We are yogis of the modern era. We are yogis of the 21st century. We are women of the 21st century. So as women also, it's very important to be bold and not let anyone step on us, but at the same time have mercy and just let go of those people that are not really conducive to our spiritual path, because otherwise it's a loss of energy. We all know about emotional and energetic vampires. They come to us and they want to suck our energy, and that's really not good for our yoga practices. If we go into space where too many people are sucking on us, then we cannot really have a practice. We use our practice to cleanse all those energies, but that's why it's so important to have a teacher behind us, because our teacher is actually protecting us in the subtle levels from all those dark energies. But no matter what, we're going to find them. But yoga tells us, have love for your friends, show them your love, give them your love, tell them you love them. Have compassion for those who are suffering. Try to be someone that is there to help in case. Then be happy for your friends and their success, or for anyone's success, any inspiring figure in your life. Be happy for them, send them good energies. And finally, be indifferent in front of those who are choosing darkness over light. That's their choice, and you cannot do anything about it, but you can choose light. You can choose awareness. You can choose yoga. Thank you.